If season 2 comes out and it's bad, then I'm going to regret giving this such a high score. Shit. Hello and welcome back to Binging Last Season, where I get punished for being a very bad boy. You know, you can only truly be let down if you let yourself have hope in the first place. So in a way, this is actually my fault. A lot of you missed my video on the first season of Tensei Kizoku where I praised the absolute shit out of it and gave it a 9 out of 10. And that season had a 7.16 on my anime list. Season 2 had a 7.5. So it was better. It had to be. It had to build upon everything that they did right in season 1 and really clutch up on those moments of like intensity and battle for season 2 that I expected. Except that's not what happened, obviously. You're paying attention, right? Season 1 invested a lot of time and clever writing into all of the characters. I mean, you knew Lars's sexy dad was gonna die from the first episode, and yet it still kind of felt surprising when it happened because they spent so much time building him up into this larger than life character, this guy that was almost too big to fall. All the while we spent enough time with Reitz, Charlotte, Roselle, Alicia, and Mireille to really care about them by the end of it, to actually, you know, have them earn their spot in our hearts as an audience. And we spent enough time watching ours sort of come to terms with the fact that he was gonna be a lord and, you know, really understand that he's not quite ready, but he needs the people around him. Like, it laid the groundwork for what the show is supposed to be really well. Season 1 was just really cleverly written in retrospect, and I know that because I rewatched it getting ready for season 2 because, again, I was excited. And season 2 straight up feels like it was written by a different person. That's the only way to describe it. It feels like it was written by a completely different person. Like they had a checklist of things that they wanted to go over. They said, we need to do this thing and this thing and this thing. So they show those things happening. And then, oh, we need this character development to happen. So this character development is going to happen. And the character's going to say, I developed because this reason and that reason. And then we're going to move on to the next thing on the checklist. It is so unbelievably lacking in any amount of something you could call cleverness. It's just completely gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this is an issue with the anime director or if this is an issue with like the mangaka. Like maybe they were going through a rough spot and they just wrote a whole bunch of dog shit, or maybe they rushed this out too fast. This came out, I think, 2 seasons after the first season. Maybe it was too soon. Maybe they weren't ready. Maybe they rushed it to all hell because, God, this was not good. I said mangaka there. This is actually a light novel, but you wouldn't have guessed it based on season 1, okay? And in retrospect, I feel terrible for saying that the action scenes weren't good in season 1. The fact of the matter is there just weren't a lot of them, but when they were there, they were good. The fight between Reitz and Ars' sexy dad was fucking awesome. The scene with the mock battle between Mireille and the people who did not want her there because she's an alcoholic, which is kind of rude to be honest. It was awesome. It's awesome. And then you get to season 2 and, you know, I would not be overstating it to say that sometimes it felt like JPEGs moving across a screen. Like the action scenes were just utterly dog shit. And all of that mars some of the story beats that happen in season 2. Because season 2 has some moments that are meant to be like good and basically fan service, to be honest with you. Like they're supposed to be like, oh fuck, awesome. Like, yes, this is something that I was looking forward to happening in season 2 and now it's happening. But now it feels worse because everything around it is just a complete and total downgrade from season 1. Really in a way that I just did not expect and didn't see coming. I looked into the Studio Mother, because I'm doing that more nowadays, and I found out that they are actually the skeletal remains of Studio Zebek that was sold in 2019. So they're trying to get their feet off the ground with new series, and I thought going into this that this is going to be the series that got them off the ground, that got them a solid name in the industry before I watched season 2. And then after I said, oh shit, they're in trouble. And maybe I could have expected this a little more because Studio Zebek are the same guys that made Keijo. I guess I deserve this. I fucking deserve this, don't I? Look, season 2 feels rushed. That's the only way to describe it. It feels like they just rushed this season out to say, hey, you know, keep on paying attention to us. We're still here. And I think that was a massive mistake. But I don't think it's over. I think they can recover from this. They just need to put a little bit more work into it like they did in season 1, and they can make something that's really good. But season 2 was a complete and total letdown in comparison. I gave season 1 a 9. I gave season 2 a 6, and it's closer to a 5. And I don't give a lot of stuff 6s and 5s, to be honest. Like, 6 is something that I really didn't enjoy that much, and you could definitely say that about this season of Tensei Kizoku. I did not enjoy it that much. It really was a downgrade from season 1, but it's not over, guys. Just take your time, alright? Take your time. I don't want to see another Tensei Kizoku for at least a year. And then a year from now, release season 3, bring back the magic from season 1. There's still a great story there. You can do it. Please do not fuck me over like Tsukimichi. I am begging you.
FBI, open up!